I just wanted to say how I'm 17 right now, almost his same age as he was when he killed my dad. And I just finished my junior year. I finished my finals, 4.0, just took my ACT. And while I'm doing this, when he was my age, he was fleeing to Arkansas with a stolen gun, with an arrest felony warrant. And I don't believe in the impulses made him do it because I know as a 17-year-old that my brain is not developed, and my impulses make me drive my car a little too fast, stay out a few minutes past curfew, not commit serious felony crimes. And I think he is getting what he deserved because it was not impulses that made him do it.
Could you tell us your name and spelling, please?
My name's Celia Herrera, Celia.
Thank you.
Questions for Celia?
Just really for the whole family, obviously a very challenging ordeal. We've made it to the end of it. How are you guys feeling?
I think we're all glad that it's finally over, and none of this will bring my dad back, but it's a little bit of peace of mind.
Carlos, could you talk a little bit about carrying on your dad's legacy in the department?
I guess, do you have specific questions about that, or?
I guess you talk about your choice to go into the department and how seeing the department represented today had an impact on you.
I think growing up around police officers my whole life and just, seeing the community that they build and the bonds that they all share, I think that's just something I wanted to follow into. I guess that's all I had.
And seeing the turnout of officers today, the officers that you're serving with today, that must have had an impact on you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. To know that everybody's still there and still together through everything it's nice to know.
Just really for anybody, how did you guys feel about Vazquez's statement before the sentencing today?
To be honest, I don't think it was not genuine. It was something he had to say. He had the chance at the trial to turn around, or when he was on the stand, to look directly at us and say something, and he didn't. Obviously, his actions around after the trial showed that he had no remorse for what he did. He didn't care. He mocked it. They made fun of it. They didn't care. So, and he doesn't care now.
And when Addie said that he's a coward, he wouldn't even look at us. She told him to look at us. He didn't. In the trial, we would catch him, while we were walking out, kind of glance back, but he would never make eye contact with us.
How hard has this all been on you guys, having to go through the trial, and it's pretty difficult, to say the least, to hear the audio, and in different parts of that?
We actually didn't hear the audio. We stepped out of the room with the audio. So, yeah.
All of it's been really hard for the officers, and certainly for you guys. I imagine you're glad to be at this point in the...
We are. I think we all agree that the trial kind of brought up a lot. We did a lot of healing, and then the trial happened, and we were kind of back at square one. But we've come a long way since then. We have a lot of support from everybody, our family, our friends. So
It has been very nice having a support system at home and then going to work every day and having a support system at work with my colleagues and work friends.
I would say the trial was like reliving it, but worse because we saw every detail, watched it, heard it, listened to it. I'd say it was probably worse.
Mm-hmm.
It was like there's reliving it a year and a half later.
yeah.
And just being in the room with him, the person who did it, what's that been like, and even today?
I guess truthfully, the very first time we saw him, when we walked in there, we had gone home that night, and a couple of us actually, I felt sorry for him, just because I didn't know a lot of the facts of the case. I knew what happened. We didn't know a lot of the details, the facts. We kind of felt sorry for him, but then day after day, and we heard more testimony of what he was like, it quickly went away.
Especially since, like, in my head, I was like, oh, I'm the 17-year-old, like, I can tell that they want him to come off as, like, the scared little kid, and I kind of bought it for a little bit, but then later on realizing that, no, he chose these things to do. You can't blame him on his home life, you can't blame him on his childhood. He chose to do it.
How important has your faith been in getting you through this and up to where we are now?
I'd say
Absent.
yeah, we've had struggles. Definitely had struggles with it, just because you never want to ask why us, but you kind of ask God, why did it happen to Mario? And why was their dad taken away? Such a senseless act, so we struggle.
A lot of the focus has obviously been on the perpetrator, but Mario was really kind of the center of this story. What should the community remember about Mario?
Who wants to say it?
He had good hair.
He was honestly just a good dad, a good person. There's
You can't sum it up.
there's so many words that you could use for him with all the kids. Absolutely.
Carlos was on a year-long deployment, and Mario accepted me into their home and let me be a part of the family while Carlos wasn't there, and it just included me in so many things that he didn't have to. And that is like the biggest impact, I would say, that Mario had on me.
Does this sentencing bring you any kind of peace? I'm sure it's been a really unsettled 2 years for you guys.
I wouldn't say peace. I think that people think that you get some sort of closure, some sort of peace after stuff like this. There's none. I mean, no, I don't. I guess I don't know. We're not happy about it. I feel relieved that he's where he needs to be. I feel relieved that he's never going to be out until he's, old. I guess that's the word I want to use. Is that what word do you usually use with it?
Knowing that this can't happen again because of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So I guess it would be safe to say you guys are satisfied with the judge's decision today and the sentencing he handed down?
Yes. Yes.
And just real quick, Addie, could you talk about how you were selected to represent the family and also spell your name also?
Oh, okay.
Could you come up to the microphone?
It's Adelina, Adelina.
How did you come to be the spokesperson for the family and?
I had wrote mine like a month in advance with my therapist. So I went through a long process of trying to get mine ready. So mine was ready by the time nobody else had even written theirs. I had written all of mine, and so they just added stuff to it.
Did it go the way you'd hoped it would go?
Yes.
Did you change any of it when you heard him speak today, or was it all pre-written?
Most of it was pre-written, unless like the 17-year-old part. Because I don't think he deserves to get a pass on his age.
I think that's been like one of the biggest thing for all of us, is because she was 17 at the time.
I was
sev-
18
Oh,
at the
she was
time.
18
I'm
at
sorry.
the time. I'm 17 right now, and so just seeing that they were almost gonna give him a pass for that when none of us got a pass.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.